أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. محمد رسول الله والذين معه أشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا سيماهم في وجوههم من أثر السجود. Something that I would like people to understand is we've got different views as Muslims. We've learned coming from different backgrounds. But it doesn't mean that another Muslim is wrong. Just like completely wrong. We need to learn. If I could make everybody understand that they've got the evidence for what they're doing. You may not agree with their evidence, but they've got something that is supporting what they're doing. So for example, I went to Hajj a couple of years back, and one brother came back and said, I saw someone pulling another person's finger because that another person was flicking his finger like this during the tashahhud. So there is one brother saw that, and he just went and pulled it like what you're doing is haram. No, that's not haram. That is part of Maliki madhab. Whether you like it or not, that's Maliki madhab. Whether coming from India, they don't do that. They just do once and come down. If you're coming from Malaysia or East Africa, where the Shafi'i, they do it and they keep it there. But if you're Hanbali or Maliki, you would flick. And that's what they do. And they've got their evidence. Whether you agree or not, you don't behave like, oh, that's completely wrong, that's not Islam, what kind of religion? Try to ask, because we are coming from different parts of the world. When you go to Hajj, you need to think of yourself that I'm here to do my Hajj as best as I could. That should be your intention. And you should compete. If you've seen someone doing something good and you haven't done that good, you go and do it. And you do it even better than what they have done. This is something that we need to think about while we are in Hajj, to make our Hajj best Hajj. So we can, if it is allowed to say, elite Hajj. So I go there, I do Hajj. Say for example, every morning my friend in my room goes and does tawaf. After Fajr Salah, he does tawaf. I pray Fajr, after Fajr I go. No, I need to compete with him. Maybe do tawaf after every Salah. For the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we are competing for the good deeds. وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. So, سَابِقُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ. People have to compete in good deeds. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, مِنْ حُسْنِ إِسْلَامِ الْمَرْءِ تَرْكُهُ مَا لَا يَعْنِيهِ. Among the beauty of a Muslim is not to be involved in something that does not concern them. While you're in Makkah, for example, what concerns you is your Hajj. Not the Hajj of someone else. Not the Hajj of someone else. You are there for your Hajj. Everybody else is there, look at it like to help you to make your Hajj right. If they're not helping you, then they're not helping you. But you have to make sure. So this is something that we need to learn, and we need to look at our own deficiencies before looking at other people's deficiencies. That's not Islam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Some of the tips that or advices that we can give to the Hujjaj when they go, number one is to try to preserve your energy. Don't make yourself tired for the first thing that you see, because there's so many things that you're going to do while you're in Hajj. So for example, even in Medina, you go to Medina, you want to do ziyarah, and you lose all the energy fighting to go to the cemetery, fighting to pray in the Rawdah and all these things, until you become so tired. The moment you start to put your ihram, you're already tired. So don't lose your energy for the first thing that you see. Say for example, when you go to Makkah, you will do tawaf, and then don't Don't say, okay, I'll do tawaf, I'll stay itikaf, come back to the hotel only for the breakfast and then go back for itikaf. You haven't started Hajj itself. You just done Umrah. So don't lose. So this is my first advice. Don't lose the energy for the first thing that you see. Be moderate in the use of the effort and the energy while you're in Mecca and during your Hajj season. The second advice is about um, doing Umrah, especially, or ibadat that you can do in the night. Please try to do it in the night. This time of the year, we're talking of the average temperature of 42, 43, up to 50 goes sometimes. But we're talking average, it can go minimum up to 42. So just imagine 42 Celsius degree and you go and you do your tawaf. That will get you, can get heat stroke. I mean, you can get heat attack. You can fall down. You may even die because of doing these things. So try to do them in the night. And if you plan your time well, you can connect your tawaf and your umrah, for example, in Salat al-Fajr, and then come back and then relax. Don't walk too much in the heat during the day. Take plenty of liquids. Last thing I would advise, look at your age and look at your strength. If you're old and say, for example, people do uh, tawaf on the first day of Hajj, of the day of Eid. So coming from Arafat, they go through Muzdalifah, they go to the Jamarat, and people go to do tawaf, al-ifada, and sa'i. If your age doesn't allow you rest, you got plenty of time to do your tawaf either the day after or the day after when you come back to Mecca. When you finished your Hajj, you can do your tawaf al-ifada. There's no problem with that. So don't push yourself and do all things and then come back. You cannot even walk, you cannot even do everything. Try to have company with you. Don't walk alone. Even if you are young and strong and you know your way, try to be with the company of another person. Stick to them together. So at least in the group of twos or threes or fours, that's good, because if you're lost the way, then you're lost. Or if you're lost and you're just by yourself, then you'll struggle. But if you've got another people, your friends, then you can help each other and try to find a way back to your tent or to your hotel. So that's something as well I would advise people, inshallah.